Hey, welcome to Forms. So here, as always, check out your guide, explain video here. The purpose of Forms is to send out any form that you need information filled out by any person, whether that's a handyman, a landscaper, a cleaner, or potentially even a member of the house. So first thing is we come with some default templates you can see here. There's a few. You can sort those by different categories based on who you send them to. You can create new templates up here, make your own checklist, put a type of form for how it gets categorized, and then you can create sections. And I'll show you what one of those looks like. But you can create individual sections, you can create checklist items, you can create photos. Photos can be required or not, and you can include a note fields per section. Let's take a look at one that's already designed for a landscaper. Here we can see the sections are front yard, different checklist items, before and after required photos. Same thing for backyard, an additional section that allows for notes and additional photos, but those are not required. That's the basis of a form. You can edit any of these or create your own. From there, forms can be sent out. Up here at the top right, click on Send Form. You then pick a particular form. You can pick what property it's associated with from your side. You can select a vendor. Note that only vendors that have that property assigned as an option to them in the vendor CRM will show up here as available to click on. You can select a vendor, or you could just go to no vendor and put in a new name and a new recipient, and it will send a form to that person. Note that you can click here to send, check this to have it automatically generated sent, or you can click generate and copy. When you send the service form, it's going to give you a link, which you can just copy and maybe send it to them somewhere else, but it's going to be simplest, and the best practice is to build out your vendor CRM with your vendors, so you can just hit generate and send. The reason that's important, if you generate and send, it will track sent links. So you have an example of a link that was sent prior, and you can see a status if completed, opened, what have you. You can send a reminder to the person. You can copy the link if you want to open it yourself just to take a look at it. You can chat with the vendor, or you can archive it if it's old and you want to get rid of it. Chatting with a vendor will bring up a two-way chat. So this is where you'll be able to send a message to the vendor. So when they click on the form on their side, they'll be able to ask you questions or respond, all from within the form. Next, we'll see that there's reoccurring forms. So maybe you have a landscaping form that once you build it, you actually want to send it to the landscaper every Monday. And so you can create a schedule. You select a prior template that you've built, what property it's associated with, who's the vendor that's going to receive, whether it's a vendor, a member, or a custom phone number. And then you select the vendor here. If it was a member, that will change to members, and the members will show you based off a specific property. So if you pick a property, only the members of that property will show, and you can pick how frequently it gets sent. And if you say it's on Monday, you'll see here, you can pick the date. You should obviously pick the date of the week that you've chosen for it to repeat on. From there, you have to select somebody. Once you have them all selected, you'll be able to create the schedule. Once you create the schedule, it'll automatically send that on your scheduled date and time via text to the appropriate member. You can, if you have many different forms, you can see them all in a list here. You can see them by the template that was sent out, or you can see them by the property in a list form. So you can see by property, and it'll break it out for all the properties associated with the forms associated with a specific property. From there, you can go back to submissions. These are all their inbound forms that have been submitted. You can quickly see at a high level who's the vendor, what the form is, when it was submitted, the date, and you can see that there's an error about the location. When the vendor fills out a form, it geolocates their specific location and tells you how far away they are. Simply clicking on it will open it, and at the top you can see that this was submitted 2,100 miles away from the property address. If somebody's maybe defrauding you and didn't actually do the work, submitted old images or something like that, more likely that could be a landscaper, could be a cleaner as well, but that's why we track locations. Top high level, you can see everything on their checklist. You can then scroll down, you can see all of the before and afters and any photos that they upload, as well as additional notes, and you can see the whole chat that was there. Plus you can chat back with them. They'll get notified of a response. So you can say a message here, and that will go back to them on their side and say it was from you. The vendor just gets a message, and let me show you. Here you can see a message, text messages will come in from the vendor task number, and it will inform the vendor that there is a new message on a service form. They'll simply click on that, and it will take them directly to their vendor form, right to the message. So they'll be able to see that message that came in and be able to respond back. This is the vendor's portal, separate thing, but we'll show you how that functions. One last thing on service forms, if you need to create a task from a submission, you can easily do that by clicking on this button here. That'll automatically open a task based on the information that was submitted. And maybe there was something that was mentioned by a cleaner that a handyman needs to take care of. So you can quickly, in one click, turn that into a task, send it to the vendor, etc. And so that'll show up in the task panel on the left-hand side. That's pretty much everything you need to know for forms. Hope you like it. Let us know if you have any feedback. Please provide feedback about forms in the blue chat button in the bottom right corner.